Yeah, sometimes it's hard. It's hard because it's easy just to say, do something, right? It's easy just to say, hey, you should be like this. And that's it. Just expect the children, they're going to be perfect, and just they're going to do it. We also, on the parent side, we need to have some understanding for what the children are going through, that it's also a very hard situation for them. And we have some mercy with them, that we try to be like the Prophet ﷺ. You saw how he behaved with this man who didn't have good character with him, who didn't appreciate him. But he was like the owner of the camel, who knows about the camel, how to behave with this camel. That, do you run after the camel, or you just nicely, you give some food, the camel comes back? We have to think like this about how can we nicely approach our children so that they can go towards what's best. And like in the same, another example about the Prophet ﷺ, how he taught this man who talked in salah. A lot of parents, they would beat this child. You're talking in prayer. How can you talk in prayer? But you see how the Prophet ﷺ behaves. And this makes the man who was embarrassed, he says, I never saw anyone like this. And they just fell in love with this man. So we have to have love and compassion, understanding for the children, and try to help them. On the children's side, and also know it's a natural thing when we're growing up, sort of teenage rebellion, going against the parents, instead wanting to be with friends. It's part of the life cycle. That's what people do when growing up, that they think that actually I know better. And you have to be patient with it. You have to try to let the person try to understand themselves. And that's what I'm saying, that if you say, just do something because I said so, might not be the best way to be. You might want to be nice and explain what's the benefit in this. To do this, that there might be some benefit, that we have some experience. And think about your own childhood too. Think about how it was for you to grow up. And you weren't always, none of us were perfect, that we made mistakes, but we try to learn from our mistakes. And so on both sides, on the children's side, we need to have understanding for our parents. They're also struggling. They're working very hard to have a place for us, sending us to school, supporting us, raising us. People say that you only realize how much struggle went into that until you're older. You start a family and you see how much struggle that is. On the same side, the parents should have rahmah and mercy and understanding for their children. Inshallah, both can come together.
Okay.